tripping. I had it fully stretched out. It just makes it a little less shaky. Over here it'll be better. welcome in, Scotty, Green Mountains, Big J, welcome. Karen, welcome. Things less shaky now. There's software that helps it merge. You know, it's all built into the camera, and there's different settings. I think I had it on a weird setting when we were weighing out the fish earlier. Nobody's here for a minute. Went to get a drop off the load of gear, and they're coming back to get the rest. And then I'm gonna try and do a drone flight. I don't know what time. That's what I'm going to work on. I'll let this run for a while. This might be cool. This might be something that I could let run periodically. You know, people could drop in and see what's going on at Port Orford Dock. Just run around with nobody managing. weird side spot. There you can see it better, but the wind's harder on it this way, so I'll turn it back. But I got the Starlink set up right there, and it's wide open away from everything. Seems like it's working better. Just gonna test for that right now. Here's the battery for it. Easy to take those different locations and stream anywhere, and maybe we'll play around with that. If not tonight, tomorrow evening we'll go set up a stream somewhere. Hopefully it's not windy and I can fly the drone around. pretty good now. Like we had kind of like where the two lenses come together. It's like they're like slightly bigger. It's like so this lens sees this bubble here, this lens sees this bubble here. Each bubble is slightly more than half. So when the camera merges that together, it uses like a software that kind of lines everything up. And then there's like different settings for the camera because it's like for like the lighting case, this light thing, Gonna do a little range test on this thing. See how far away from the Starlink I can get. So if it fades out, I'll get right back in the zone. Gonna do a little range test on this thing. See how far away from the Starlink I can get. So if it fades out, I'll get right back in the zone. Rodney Fisher, our buddy from the Aries, was telling us that they're predicting Oregon to have the best Dungeness crab season that they've had in a long time. So he got us all fired up to go crabbing. I was ready to start setting gear after he was telling us that story. Even a new pot 5 years ago was $225. I'm hearing they're like $300 now, and I'm seeing that used gear they're asking $200 for now. It's crazy. 500 pots is a huge investment. Even a new pot, it's over $100 grand easy. 5 years ago. Boat's working good. I haven't seen a lag out at all. Watching it on my tablet here. Yeah, then you got rope and buoys. Got Bill bought $6,000 or $8,000 worth of buoys a couple years ago, and they were not enough. From it here. Getting pretty choppy. I'll head back. Where, you know, the 360 cam for the quality of the experience for the viewer, but it's not sent across the vertical feed. I'm sure there's a way I can do it, I just haven't quite got that far yet. So, you know, taking the hits on views, but but I think the quality. So tomorrow we're going to be cut fish here. We have a couple other cutters coming tomorrow, and I'm going to be cutting tomorrow. And wherever I end up cutting at, I can set up the vertical stream. You know, either like say I'm cutting right here, I can have my vertical stream set up over here or something and be able to interact better, and Phil can come interact, and any anybody that's in the public can step in that area if they don't mind being on the stream. And then I'll switch back and forth. I'll have this set up somewhere up there. I haven't figured out how to run both at the same time yet. If I do, I'll try, but usually the way it works out, once the event starts taking place, I'll probably need to keep it simple. Inside the cabin, Wag's about 30 seconds behind real time, what I see on my tablet anyway. This is a setup. The cabin, Wag's about 30 seconds behind real time, what I see on my tablet anyway. I love being able to read and keep up with chat on this. I love it. And I don't know, I've been feeling like I should have the Starlink on its own power, because just because we've had power issues sometimes, and having the extra strain on the alternator on the boat at times has been an issue. So I've been trying to just like have, you know, Starlink be independent, and I think that was part of my learning curve over this weekend, was learning that I have to just let Starlink do its thing. It takes more than an hour sometimes. Like once we set sail, I'll turn Starlink on, and if I can't connect, you know, I just have to leave it be. By running it on the battery at night, I would turn it off, and so in the morning turning it on, it hadn't had proper time to connect. It was connected, but it wasn't connected enough to access me to the global stream, if that makes sense. And so I'm 90% sure it wasn't Starlink, it was the user of Starlink. But I learned a lot. It was worth it. It was kind of frustrating at times, this trip, with all the technical difficulties, but you know, now that it's all said and done, I learned a lot. And I think next time I'll be able to stream from this more. This is cool. Tell me what you guys think of, you know, have 360. I'll try and go slow on things. Set gear from this. It's kind of like pretend like we were set gear. Would that be cool? Be able to steer around and look wherever you wanted while the gear was going out. Kind of like being on a mini drone. Kind of like being on a mini drone. Kind of like being on a mini drone. I want to send cameras down on a long line bad. There's I've experimented with some deep sets crabbing. Oh no, my phone is overheating. Yeah, that's kind of the downside with this. Sometimes it makes my phone overheat. Seems like it's still working. Right on, Dave. Looking forward to it, buddy. Yeah, here in the future, we're going to do some fishing. Next time you're in town, we'll try and get some drone footage of you out there doing, going down the lift or something. Looking forward to it, Dave. Phone was overheating there for a minute. I got a little bit distracted. I still got quite a bit of battery, 58%. Yeah, this boat's for sale, Eric. Top Gun there. I don't know his number, why it's not on the sign. I think it's got a 300 pot permit on it. A near shore permit. I have a salmon permit too. I don't know what the asking price is, but you can find out easy enough. Yeah, I started streaming off the phone, Shannon, and the phone works fine. With these 360 cams, it just, I guess the downside with the phone is trying to keep it to where chat can see what's going on, keeping them in the action. I always feel like I'm being boring if I'm not at least keeping chat seeing what's going on, or if there's nothing going on, at least having them pointed towards the sunset or something like that. And so the 360 camera is just kind of a way to free me up. I don't have to always hold the cam. Like if I could have this going through the gate, then I could be getting the boat ready to land instead of holding the camera, which I don't mind doing because I like looking through the gate. But you see what I mean? Freeing up the hands is nice. And the necklace, the neck mount is really nice because you can engage with chat better. But it gets old having it on your neck all the time. So it's nice to take breaks from it. And even just like having the phone in your face all the time. You know, we're trying to eat a sandwich sometimes. You know how it is. Sometimes you only got a minute in between sets, and trying to stuff your face, you know, up close, knowing you got crab goo in your eyes and everything. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to send the camera over to the pole cam or back deck cam, and be able to wash your face and do stuff like that. You give up privacy being a streamer, but that's kind of where being able to turn the phone loose kind of opens up a little more privacy for you. There's moments you just need a little bit of privacy. Yeah, the phone's definitely more personal. It's definitely not going anywhere. There's just moments where and you know, if I'm holding the phone, maybe you want to see what's going on behind, you know, just left to where I'm holding the phone. With a 360 camera, you can do that. Yeah, I'm sure I can get the vertical chat going with this. I just haven't gotten there yet. So part of what I'm trying to do today is figure stuff out. Yeah, I wasn't happy with all the image quality on the phone a lot of the time, that's for sure. The phone did pretty good, but there was many times where sometimes I did it more than I do now, mainly because I'm busy lately, but I like to watch some of my old streams, and sometimes the image quality over the phone was pretty disgusting. And when I saw how good Devon's was, it made me take the leap. Yeah, we are, Scotty. We're gonna do both. That's the plan. Right on, Shannon. That's one of the things that the Fishmonger show was real impressed with, and why I got such a big part in their show, is they were amazed at me being able to run the crab gear and engage with chat and fix technical difficulties on the phone. They were super impressed with that. And now that I'm learning, if I get a microphone, this is way engaging, and if I can get this to stream onto the vertical feed, then I would get all the views. Yeah, this is kind of a treat too for the most active crew. You guys are the diehards, guys and gals, that are the reason that makes me want to try even harder. And so this is kind of a bonus for you, and I think eventually it won't necessarily need the vertical feed to get a bunch of people coming in. But it's just the nature of our world we live in. People consume their YouTube and other entertainment on the phone now. 10 years ago it was different. It was computers. And now even, like I'm on my tablet right now. My tablet's in vertical form. I remember you used to get chewed out on the internet if you posted anything in vertical form. People complained. Yeah, Devon's doing great. It's hard. You know, Scotty, you've seen me evolve. I used to stick you in the corner for a long time. You were always there, man. I love you. It is. It's something. I don't know if you could. I mean, yeah. There's really like my waterproofing system on all my equipment. It's all self-taught. There was nothing. No. There's no cases that do what I need them to do out there as far as waterproofing and power feeding feeding the action camera enough power to film for 16 hours sometimes is non-existent. So all my construction skills is I don't have another camera here. I'd give you a rough idea on my waterproofing system, but that's all trial and error. I learned all this stuff the hard way. So it's kind of like giving your top secret fishing hole, reluctant to give it out, you know what I mean? Tricks of the trade. But I like sharing with people, especially people that are interested. I don't mind teaching to people that are interested at all. And I think the universe rewards you for being generous with your knowledge. But it's sometimes frustrating when people who don't deserve your knowledge ask you for it. I got a lot of those around here. Everybody wants us to be a streamer on the dock now that I'm doing good with it. There's only a few people that I want to help out. If you guys see Rodney, which most of you have, I think already, but see Rodney Fisher there, make sure and sub up to him. He was talking like he's thinking about entering the YouTube scene. And Fish Tough loves Rodney, so we support Rodney. Highliner crew. Rodney is Fish Tough. His name's Rodney Fisher. I mean, you get blessed with the last name Fisher, and then you live up to it. That's the coolest thing about it. Fish is Tough out of Port Orford. Made us a nice lunch today. That was cool of him. See how my battery's holding up. My camera battery's almost dead. I was able to change it out without killing the stream earlier, but I'd like to do another experiment. I'm gonna kill this stream and start a new stream up in 20-30 minutes, and I'll go down by the water in a cooler location and try a live stream like that. All right, Karen, see you later. Appreciate that, Shannon. That's one of the things I think is the coolest thing about this whole experience is people like you, people that are diehard fishermen that like to hang out and watch. There's a few, you Bone Crusher, saltwater salmon, Highliner skipper out of Bristol Bay. We haven't seen much of him lately because he's busy grinding right now. But I'm sure once his grind slows down, we'll be seeing more of him again. I think he's just been so busy, and streaming is such a technical difficulty I mean, it's relentless, and I think he just probably. I know he streamed a couple and then had some difficulties, and we haven't seen much of him since. I'm sure once his season slows down a bit, he'll get back in on the action. He's we support, you know, that's I mean, that's what Fish Tough is. So I feel it feels good to support people that fish tough. Scotty knows. Rodney heard me talking about him. Nothing but good things, Rodney. There he is. Speaking of the devil, he popped in. In fact, we're gonna make Rodney right on. Make Rodney a moderator here. Hey, David A. Welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. Okay, I just made you a moderator there. Yeah, give Shannon a sub, Rodney, if you haven't yet. He's out of Nia Bay. He's check out his shorts. They're epic, and we're gonna start seeing more content from him soon. He needs the 50 sub to be able to stream count. He's getting close. Right on, Bouncer. I haven't heard. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a high percentage that there will be, but maybe. Phil was just here. He'll be back in. I'll find out. I don't know. I don't know if there was. I think the guy that was going to provide the crab went, and their crabbing wasn't very good. And I think he might have went with somebody else, but I don't know if that crab was coming to this market or not. In fact, I doubt it was. Yeah, I didn't get the total numbers on the halibut, but we had quite a significant more fish than, you know, that took up room in the totes. So I'd say I'm gonna guess that we had between 600 and 700 pounds of halibut, and at least 400 to 500 pounds of J-cut black cod, and probably 500 pounds of rockfish, and 150 to 200 pounds of lean cod. It was all around just one of the coolest cats I've ever met. Fish Tough loves Orion. He's a slayer. Ashdowns as a whole, they got a long history here. Their dad, Cappy, Michael Ashdown, known as Cappy, was the legendary salmon slayer. Super cool family. Says my device is overheating again.